Hey, this is the Bottleneck Live Show. This is episode 44. Can you believe it? 44 episodes.
You know, we were supposed to do this once a week, and we're in like year 3, and we're only at 44.
52 weeks in a year, and this is year 3, and we're on episode 44. I think we've hit a bit of a slump, but we're here now, and that's what matters. You guys are sticking it out with us. I want to thank our sponsors, first and foremost, Fly Racing. Visit flyracing.com. You guys have new fly gear.
We got a bunch of it over there and over there. It's everywhere. It's even right behind me. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Bell helmet right in the view, though.
Yeah, we'll pretend that's not there.
That's a fly helmet.
We'll just pretend we don't see that. Also, Spikes, which is obviously hosting us tonight, your KTM, Husqvarna, and Gas dealer, as well as Cobra Moto and WP Suspension.
Yep.
All right, there we
I think
go.
we got all the brands.
We got all the brands.
Intense bicycles, Husqvarna bicycles.
Oh, I forgot about the bicycles, the e-bikes.
E-bikes, taking over the world.
Who else? Phoenix Handlebars, phoenixhandlebars.com. You can check those guys out. If you're a quad guy, 4x4 Pro Class, Landon Wolf, he runs those Phoenix Handlebars. Be like Landon Wolf. Maybe that's why he got the
fastest quad rider to not run flex bars in history.
That's probably true. That's him, Landon Wolf. Check him out. phoenixhandlebars.com. 9-2 Crew. I know you guys are familiar with 9-2 Crew. They'll be out there in full force this weekend. They've actually got some pink t-shirts. They've got the breast cancer awareness goggles as well. You can check them out, 92crew.com. They're like extremely prevalent in the world of ATVs.
Yes.
Like every
they're trying to get into the bike world.
Yeah, they're trickling in. Rachel Gadish runs them.
Yeah.
She runs them.
She's going to run them again next year, I hear. So
several riders.
Yeah.
But boy, the market share they have in quads is huge. Sickwicks, check them out, sickwicks.com. The biggest little project you never heard of, yet you're going to want. Moto-themed candles and more. My personal favorite is the Motherfucker.
What does that smell like?
I don't know, but on the cover is Samuel L. Jackson.
Is it like cologne and mustard?
It's probably, yes. Saving the world. It smells like Samuel L. Jackson and Mother, the F word.
Right.
Anyways, you check those guys out. I think he was probably just at Ponca.
Yeah, definitely had to be.
I'm sure he was at Ponca.
Yeah.
Aaron Bannister, solid dude. He's actually going to send us some more stuff. So we should have some Sickwicks giveaways here soon.
Sweet. We need to make candles in a beer bottle, but I don't know how the wick part would go down the center of the...
I have no clue, but I'm
cool.
sure he can make it happen.
I've never seen a candle in a beer bottle.
Man, that's a good question. I've never seen it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
You
could do the really tall, old-school candles in a beer bottle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would work. Yeah. It could be a candle, like the candlestick holder.
Right.
Put a handle on the beer bottle. Yeah. And, like if your electricity goes out, I guess.
Like a coffee cup beer bottle. Why have they not invented that either?
I think people just put beer in their coffee. Well, not in their coffee, but in their coffee cup. That sounds terrible. Maybe.
Well, no. There's a lot of beer that tastes like coffee.
That's true. I drink a coffee stout at the Backstep Brewery in Crawfordsville.
There you go.
It tastes like a Guinness.
Right. They all do.
It's good. And, of course, Magna Ones. Go ahead. Push it. Push it real good. Premium oil, no spilling, lubrication needs for all your marine and power sports equipment. Magna One. Pour freedom. Pour Magna One. My favorite slogan.
Pouring freedom all over the place.
All over the place. You've been rocking some Magna One.
Yeah.
In the Magna One car.
Yep, Magna. The Magna 167's real good out there.
Magna 160. How is the Magna 167 faring?
It's doing pretty good. I'm sort of getting it figured out. I got second the last race, so.
Lucas did pretty well, I heard, except Dad forgot to refuel or didn't give him
I don't know if it was me, him. I don't really know. So my tank and his tank are different, come to find out, even though they look the same from the outside. Mine holds tremendously more fuel, and I almost ran out. And then his definitely ran out.
Well, coincidentally, who ran out of fuel this last
GNCC? Yes, I know. I
saw
saw that. Bad Thad Duvall.
But he pushed that sumbitch to a third.
I saw that.
Talking to Thad, he told me, he's like, Mikey, I've never been happier to get a third place in all my life. He's like, this felt great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what he needed.
I was going to send him, geez, well, you got me working on your crap again? I mean, you're running out of gas, pushing your bike. I mean, this looks like 2016.
Oh, my God. It happens.
I know. It does.
I just saw somebody say, your comments are disappearing.
Is that a
as
thing
they
now?
go up. Oh, there they are.
They're there. We're good.
There it is. DQ is racing the 10 a.m. race. Which one?
No, I'm not.
Hey, huge. If you guys don't know this already, you need to. There are 2 a.m. races on Sunday.
How do we talk about this? Because The only thing I've got is you running the 3 hour,
Oh God.
but I still don't know how to differentiate the morning. Do you have a brunch? What do we do here? Like, how do we differentiate the morning, or afternoon?
Are you running morning, or afternoon? I don't know. We're gonna need bigger T-shirts. We're gonna need bigger T-shirts. They are running 2 a.m. races on Sunday. So basically, if you're racing two wheels and you're not familiar, you need to check out GNCC's website.
Competition bullets not pertaining to the cutting of the courses.
The one before that,
Right.
before the drama. We'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, there is the youth bikes are running Saturday evening. I think at 4, not 4.
Is that Eastern Mountain Standard?
Eastern
'Cause
Standard
time
time.
changes the next week? Are we
Oh,
escaping
that's a
that
good
this
question.
year?
I think we are escaping that this year. I could be
I've
wrong.
been trying to figure that out all week, but I have
only.
zero idea.
We could Google it.
We can't. The phone is blocked up with comments.
That's true. That keep disappearing. That's driving me bananas.
Overview? Does that do it?
No, that's not it, dude. I don't know.
That's creeping me out.
But yeah, there are 2 a.m. races. You've got basically it's very simple how they split it up, which is actually a pretty solid format. Maybe you guys bring this up at the riders meeting. I don't know, but essentially, if you're a C rider,
Right.
you're racing, first thing in the
Morning.
morning, and then if you're like sportsman A, sportsman B, and then all the like vet and the masters classes, and then the
Brunch.
WXC, you're running the brunch race. The brunch race. That's perfect. That's what we're calling it.
That's what it has to be.
GNCC. We want
Morning, brunch, or
copyright.
afternoon.
Morning brunch or perfect.
Should work.
Ironman, you going morning brunch or afternoon? Wow. We shouldn't have said that on air. That's a
know.
T-shirt in itself.
I know.
Sportsman
I'm
A,
not
would
racing.
you race XC3?
I'm not racing.
Hunter Neuwirth is racing XC3 and
I know,
podium.
and he's doing good.
He
I'm
won.
not racing.
Damn good race for him.
Yep.
What else is going on?
Lots of stuff. Do we
Let's-
want to talk about that stuff? Or
Before
other
we
stuff?
jump into drama, because we should have a caller coming up
crap.
probably 8:30.
Oh crap.
We'll see. Maybe not. Let's talk about Lucas, the Arrive and Ride
Yep,
first.
yep, we can
We're
talk about
not
that
drawing
for
for that tonight, and as I say that, we'll probably lose 50 viewers, but we're drawing for that Thursday night.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do this twice in a week. We haven't done it in months. Let's do it twice in a week.
2 times, 1 week.
It's Iron Man. Let's do it.
It's a doubleheader. What celebrities will be racing the AM, i.e. Pastrami and Slayko?
Definitely the Kawasaki rider.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saw his bike posted today. So
Oh,
he's
God
definitely
bless.
riding. Yep. Oh, Axel, Alex, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll have to look on the social media. Anybody else?
Not that I know of.
I don't know of anyone
I
either.
don't know anyone else. I don't think Pastrami's racing, but I could be wrong.
Could be wrong. I think he got a taste of it at the Hoosier, at the not Ironman.
Right.
He probably
right,
said,
yeah. He's like,
I'm good, dog.
I'm good. I don't need to ride the brunch race.
Him and Ryan Sipes.
Yep.
It'd be cool to have him.
That is so annoying how it disappears now.
I don't know what
like
that.
it.
Maybe
I'm
it's a
not
Facebook
fan.
update. It's that damn Zuckerberg.
I'm not a fan.
Lucas Arrive and Ride. Sorry.
Yes.
Spikes, Husqvarna.
Yep.
You guys all put that together. Tell us about
Yep.
that.
So we did it earlier in the season for the not Iron Man.
Yeah.
Basically, Husqvarna had donated us a couple Husqvarna 250 motorcycles. They were supposed to be Lucas's race bikes from last year. Obviously, things went awry, and here we are. So what we've been doing is using them to raise money for him and the family. Basically, the easiest thing is go to our Facebook or website, I believe,
Spikes.
or Instagram. Yeah, Spikes.
Okay. We'll repost this.
We
as well if you're
have
not
the
familiar.
link to a PayPal account. Just PayPal $65 over with your class and whatnot, and then we will draw on Thursday. Whoever wins will set the suspension up, do all the whatnot, and then kind of give you the factory treatment all day Sunday. Get to race the bike, and then we're just like I say trying to raise money for Lucas and all of them. We got some other irons in the fire that we'll mention here shortly
Yeah.
for raising money for others. So trying to give back for what we can,
We
And I
should.
apologize if I sound like crap, but
Oh yeah, DQ's got the Rona.
I
I'm
don't
kidding.
have
He
the
doesn't
Rona.
have.
It would be a good excuse to not go to Iron Man.
There you go. Maybe, and I got it tonight. I'm not going to be able to make the Ironman.
Megawatt, you better get your butt out of.
Oh, speaking of, he called me today at like 5 o'clock, and I was in the liquor store getting beer. So
That's
I'm
every
sure
day
he's
at
not
5 o'clock,
watching.
right?
Oh, every day. I'm sure he's not watching, but Megawatt, if you happen to be, I will call you back on my way home. I promise.
We should get Magna One to sponsor. We should be Magna Watt.
Magnawatt, that's pretty good.
Magna
I'll talk to
One,
him.
Magna Watt.
He was at the last race, and we talked a little Mini-O's coming up in November. He'll be down there for that as well as myself.
Heck yeah. That's a fun one.
I'm excited. You should come down.
Maybe. We'll see. It's a possibility.
Okay, that's fair. Is Squire going this year?
I'm sure he is. They've been
he
all
should.
over the place.
He didn't last year, but he went to Ponca. So.
Yeah.
So that's going on for Lucas. They can sign up for that or donate to that. Get their name in the hat.
Yep.
We're gonna draw for that on Thursday night.
We'll do the wheel thing, and it'll pick one.
You want to do the wheel thing, or that'd probably be the
have
easiest
time
way
to
do it.
Yeah,
You're right.
The wheel thing's way easier.
And we'll do that from Tom's Marine Sales and Service.
There you go. Thursday night from Tom's. Unless we're in the meat wagon.
Possibility we could be broadcasting from the Monster Energy.
Would they take us across the road into the pre-parking zone, or no? Wait, the gates would be open.
Are open
by then.
Oh
man!
But the thing is, I don't know if
they charge an extra $10 for dogs.
DJ Judd likely will not have that set up till Friday. That's at least the case normally.
That's totally
could be different for Ironman. If he's got it set up Thursday, look for us on the meet. If he does not have it set up, we'll be inside Tom's Marine.
Does that mean we're calling for a live audience again?
We could.
Can we?
That's up to Lori.
Somebody recommended this the other day. I don't remember who it was. Someone needs to find a Rock'em Sock'em Robots, one of the toy things, and we'll put Ben Kelly's face on one and Stu Baylor's on the other, and do the
that would be a huge hit.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
It'd be a
and
huge hit.
We could have those all over the pits.
The red one we can paint orange.
Right.
And the blue one stays blue.
Right.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it would be a pretty optimal way to settle this.
Maybe that's just how they should settle it. Right. Don't even race. Yeah. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, whoever wins is champ.
Best 2 out of 3.
Oh my God. What's Sean Smith? Let's talk about the Cobra Elite Dad Challenge that's happening in the morning.
We don't know anything about the Cobra Elite Dad Challenge that's happening in the morning race. Are they riding 65s? That is the only question that I care to ask.
In the Trail Rider?
Yeah. Ken Hill's going to be on?
I'll Venmo Mikey his entry fee if he races AM quads. Fun thing related to that. I'm not racing. I have to call the race. There's my excuse. I have to call the race. I can't get out there and race it. We're not doing a mullet contest this year.
Yes, I know. It kind of just snuck up on us.
It did definitely snuck up on us. Derek Garcia from GNCC Racer Productions, who does social media and planning and sponsorships, all this stuff.
He's the coordinator.
Yeah, he jack of all trades. He texted me on Monday and he said, "Are you doing the mullet contest this year?" And I'm like, "Man, I want to. I really do. It'd be awesome." I said 2 things. 1, we're completely unprepared. 2, there are so many mullets now. We were crunched on time last year to get done before the band started, to the point that Tim Cotter's up there like, "Hey, you got to keep going because we paid for a band."
Right.
Totally understandable.
Oh, for sure.
So we threw that out the window this year. Sadly, we want to, but it is what it is. Maybe we could do that at a local event or something.
Yeah.
But in place of it, I haven't even told you about this.
No,
yet.
I'm scared of what I'm getting roped into. I won't be able to be there. Probably.
I volunteered for Bottleneck to sponsor this.
Okay. How much money do I owe?
We can throw them a little bit of money, not a lot of it, but a little bit.
Yeah.
But basically, what we want to do. This was Hunter Hart's brainchild. Hunter Hart and Big Sexy. Big Sexy is
who is that?
He runs a pit for Caitlin Osborne. I know you've seen the dude. He's a big guy. Okay. He's a solid dude from upstate New York.
Okay.
The quad guys out there, I know you know who I'm talking about.
There's 4 of them that watch.
Probably. But on Friday night at the Pro Pit for quads, we are Split Line Off-Road. What's up? Good to have you guys on. We're going to have a 1-wheel race.
Okay.
And it's basically... So you got your pro pits in everybody's pit, right?
Right.
So everybody can kind of place bets on how far they think I will go versus how far Big Sexy will go.
Ooh.
Now, I'm a big dude, but Big Sexy, he earns that.
I have one here if you need to practice.
I'm in cowboy boots, but I can take them off.
I think it's here. I think it's here. I don't know. Colt would know. I don't know if he's watching.
My buddy...
It might be here.
My buddy Logan has one, and I have rode one. Okay. It takes a little practice, but I'm not horrible at it. I'm not good. I'm definitely not good at it.
So what happens if you both make it down and back?
I don't know.
Do we go up Ironman Hill?
I was trying to get him to do it on Godzilla.
Down?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my gosh.
Suicide.
It might be something.
But basically, we're going to, it's trial. So basically, I'm going to see how far I can get people place bets. Like, oh, Mikey will make it to the Boric pits. And so if I land on Boric gets a portion of money. But the majority of it, 95% of the money donated bet is going to go, to the breast cancer charity.
So what we need to do is get a wooden pole that comes around with a rope hanging out and some bourbon that hangs in front of your face.
That will do it. The carrot on a stick, but just a bottle of Evan Williams or something.
Yeah.
And I'd win.
Definitely.
Big Sexy drinks this beer from New York that's like $11 for a 30 case.
What is it called?
I don't know, but it's delicious. It is so delicious. Your mom is on tonight,
Dude,
and she's the one that is like the
I don't know what
constant
she does.
Notifications.
I don't know what she does. I don't know how you can even possibly do that.
Sam
but
Hall,
she does.
If you're going to train me, I'm off Thursday. I might come out here to Spikes in the morning and train all day. Thursday morning, I'm coming to Spikes. I'm just training in the showroom.
Have you seen the video of Tim crashing in the showroom?
No.
Oh, so we were seeing how fast we could get it up to. So we'd start out there and go rocketing through here. About the VP fuel, he wads up and he slides on the floor all the way into the hallway.
Oh, yeah, it'll send you.
It's a great video.
That was, I'm novice at best. Beginner's probably more accurate. Really sketchy, but I got some confidence where I could start getting some speed. So I tell my buddy Logan, I'm like, and of course, we're completely inebriated. I said, I want to see how fast it can go. Like, get on that thing. And he did. And he caught the front end in some gravel, and it sent him a good 15 feet. It was wonderful.
She's checking a disc. That makes exactly perfect sense, honestly. That's exactly what she's doing.
That's Drew Quellen. Let's talk about Drew Quellen for a second. He became an instant celebrity.
Yeah.
Getting some love from the fly racing guys.
Something like that.
Or some shade.
Something like that.
For the lawnmower race.
The lawnmower race. Yes, we were supposed to have another one of those this weekend, but it just never came to fruition.
I know that. Sorry, 9-2. Next year, let's make it happen. We'll make it happen. A lawnmower. Would you guys participate in a lawnmower race?
I had this idea though.
At Ironman.
Legally, if they tether kill switch, they should be able to sign up for AM Trail Rider in the quad race.
Oh my god. You know what?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's legal.
Because we said that on the show now. Come the writers' meeting at the banquet.
I read the rule book.
They're going to be like,
I'm not going to lie. I read the rule book, and it appears to be legal. Tether, kill, switch, minimum width. That's it.
Well, Drew Quellen, there you go. Run Trail Rider on Saturday.
Talk about
ATVs.
The guys complaining about pit bikes.
He said, I'm set. I'm set. Can you imagine fucking Landon Wolf coming through on the 4x4 just being like, what the hell is this?
My brother standing there with a beer in his fly gears, open face helmet.
That is
7
fantastic.
miles an hour.
Someone will stroke out. Hey, Lori Shaver, can we use the showroom Thursday night for the show? There you go. We'll wait on their answer.
We'll answer, yeah.
Hey, Ken Hill has commented a couple times.
I saw that.
I think now would be a good time.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ken Hill, this is, we appreciate everything you do for the series, for everybody in racing, and we know he's got the GoFundMe going on right now. We have a ton of leftover
Was it leftover? Probably some of the better stuff.
That's for sure. We had a few people that didn't follow through on eBay, so we got a few items back that were for the Lucas Grounds auction. So we're going to be, thank you, Lori. Perfect. We'll be there. Once the season wraps up, I'm sure we'll probably do like a recap episode.
Yeah.
And then after that, we want to do an auction with the leftover items that we've got from the Lucas Grounds auction, and donate that money. Just give it to Ken.
Yeah.
So, just to name a few, we've got a Ken Roxon jersey still.
Ken Roxon jersey, yeah, because that person never followed through.
James Stewart that is signed.
That we didn't even have that
we never even
last time.
Got an opportunity to auction that one, and several other miscellaneous items as well. I know a nice monster helmet,
a fly helmet.
So we're gonna.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
We're gonna we'll see what we can raise from that, and there you go, Ken Hill. We'll just throw that money at you, as long as he's okay with that, and I'm sure he will be.
Right. I cleared it with Lucas. He said it was fine.
Yeah, and I wanted to preface that as well. We're not just like stealing from Peter
Robin,
to pay
Robin
Paul.
from Peter to pay Ken Hill.
To pay Ken Hill, exactly. So that should be good. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming. I'd say probably. I mean, I'll be out in Minneos early November or mid.
Yep.
And I'm going to Mexico in November too.
Mexico.
Riviera Maya. with some
That's what I ate
folks.
for dinner last night.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Mexican place right down the road called that.
I had no idea it was that close to home.
Yeah, it's right there. I don't even know why you needed to get your COVID shot.
Kyle Benhack.
Yes.
Going, Jamie,
So it's
Brianna.
an MXC reunion.
It's a small
Is
MXC
Jake
reunion.
Rakowski going?
No, Rakowski.
Oh,
we need
geez,
you,
Jamie
we need
Beer?
Rakowski, we need Jamie Beer. Boy, that'd be good.
That would be
But
interesting.
it's the trophy girls. It's minus
Yeah.
Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley and Jared aren't going, but it's you
Yep.
know, Aaron and I.
Crazy how
vacation.
that's still... Yeah.
Relevant after
Relevant.
all these years not running. Let's dive in. Let's talk about some
Points?
shit.
I don't like points. Why do we got to talk about them?
We know how DQ put a pair of McGill's underwear up. He's good for them. We can do that.
We can definitely do
We're
that.
auctioning off some McGill panties.
I know exactly who will buy those.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He might work at Dryer.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the drama. Let's talk about, hey, it was a 4-point spread, and now it's an 8-point spread.
Yes.
Is that correct? Yeah, 8 points. So Ben Kelly, 92 points. Baylor, 284. That's an 8-point spread between the two, which essentially means if Kelly finishes, which this was the way it was to begin with, if he finishes in front of Baylor, he's got the championship.
Right, but now it's got to be 2 positions, basically.
Now, for Baylor to win, it was kind of a whoever wins it all, right?
Yeah.
Now it is Baylor's got to win, and Kelly can't do better than third for Baylor to seal the deal.
It's going to be an interesting weekend because there's a lot of angry hillbillies involved here.
Which is understandable. I get it. You guys are fans. You pay your way in. You watch. You get to say and feel however you want.
Right.
But I guess this is the PSA of don't go out on the track and fuck shit up
Right.
and screw up everything for everybody. Let them race is basically the point, the non-PC point.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we'll just leave that alone.
Yeah, so that's kind of my take on it is let the guys race. Let Ben Kelly race. Let Stu
let
Baylor
it race out. Like, don't
see how it
don't be
happens.
blocking hills. Don't be sending people into mud holes.
Yeah.
I know all of that's possible.
Right,
Don't be taking down arrows to take videos.
right. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details on it. I think
I know enough to not talk about it.
Right, there's good reason they don't tell me everything because of shows like this, but at the same time, I try to stay out of all the political BS so that I can enjoy it. And this is a real sticky situation. Ken Hill's right. No BS. Leave it all to the racers. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was funny. I made the observation that is interesting that on Saturday, keyboard warriors say, what is it? Yamaha only wins because they're in GNCC's pocket. They don't want to see another make win. And then within 12 hours, or within 24 hours rather, we're racing again, and it's KTM only wins because it's a conspiracy. They don't want to see Yamaha win. Well, which is it?
Right, yeah. How can that be?
It can't be both, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just silly. It's all silly.
It is silly. I think there's another color involved, but we won't go to that.
Right,
That caused
yeah.
all of this train wreck.
That's possible.
But they really wanted to. I don't know. They wanted to throw a monkey wrench into something for some
Yeah.
reason.
It's but yeah, if somebody's going to play a spoiler, I'd rather see it be a rider out on the track that.
Right. I would love to
Does
see
it.
Thad get in there and
Right.
mix all of this
I
up.
can't. I mean, you can't tell me that. Okay, so Stu Baylor's a people's champ. There's no way to ignore that. He's the
Right.
people's. Everybody's rooting for him, and there's going to be a lot of people on the internet, whether he wins it or not, that are still going to say he's my champ. That's
Right.
fine.
We're gonna have not my champion stickers.
Probably they'll be out there, but that's the thing. If you guys knew, if people knew Ben Kelly personally, I don't think a lot of these people would say some of the things that they've said about him.
I would agree with that completely.
Because the dude is good as gold.
Yeah, he's just quiet and shy.
He is, and he's not. He's not on.
It's so crazy though. Like I remember when they were just coming up. Like
Mm-hmm.
him and Toth, they were starstruck by themselves, and that's so screwy
Right.
because they got put right into the middle of it so quickly. Like they were nobody, and then here I'm factory KTM now.
Yeah. It's nuts for Ben
Yeah.
to look at how short his journey has been from like the J-Day rider to
Right.
full-blown XC1 Pro competing
Right.
for a
Exactly.
championship.
Exactly.
I mean, it's literally been a blink of an eye for him to get to that point. which is really impressive.
Dropping off tires for Ironman last-minute changes.
There you go.
Yep.
God bless.
You know, we leave the door unlocked.
Oops. Now everybody's going to flood in.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those things. I think if I'm Stu, it's like he has a couple of options. He can go to social media and be like, "Look, here's what happened,"
right?
Or he can just shut the hell up and go out there and do his thing and win. Yeah. And at that point, it's like,
and that's
if he wins, he's done everything he can.
Right.
do.
That's the Stu way to go about it.
I think if you ask Stu, and he said this several times throughout the year, I would bring up that round 1 and that round 2 where he didn't race 1 and he had a bad finish in round 2. And I kept asking him, does that play on your mind? He's like, I try to ignore it, but the fact is, ask me the same question at the end of the season. Now it's to the point where I'm scared to ask my buddy that question because I'm afraid I'm going to get hit.
Oh, yeah.
Because the reality is, had he raced round 1 and had a decent finish, he probably wouldn't be in this situation.
I would agree, but you never know.
But you never know.
There's so many variables, and that's the thing, too. Like, honestly, as bad as this whole situation got blown up on social media and everything, and I'm sitting in the KTM dealership here wearing a KTM shirt. That was way better for Yamaha than it was for KTM.
Yeah.
In terms of marketing, and it'll sell more bikes than it would have for KTM.
Oh, for sure.
And it sounds crazy.
I mean, I saw comments literally of people being like, I'm ashamed I even own a KTM.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's silly. It's
silly and ridiculous, but that press will sell more Yamahas than Ben Kelly winning the championship.
Yeah.
No matter what way you look at it, that drama will sell more blue motorcycles.
And, like devil's advocate, let's think long term. It's bad for, I think it's bad for the sport right now. Any attention's good attention, right? Yes and no. I don't like seeing people, the conspiracies drive me bananas because it's like, if you could see behind the scenes a little bit, you're insane. But I think this is going to be good.
I think it's conspiracies. I'm just going to say it.
You think it's conspiracies?
I think it's conspiracies.
It's all just...
It's all, yeah. No, just kidding.
Okay. But think of next year. Everybody's going to be heated. We're all going to be watching every single damn race next year and anticipating between these two. And
others.
And others. So it's just, I don't know. Long term, it's going to be interesting.
No Yamahas to sell, so KTM wins.
There you go.
We've got 2 over there. I don't think it's not going to help. Yeah.
Yeah. You got 2 to sell. I don't know. Don't cheer for the machines that cheer for the riders. There's some truth to that.
Oh, there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
But there are people that literally are 100% brand driven, don't care who is on the machines.
Well, I've said this a lot. There is definitely,
even most of the upper management of said companies, the machines.
There is a cult of Yamaha, and there's also a cult of KTM too.
Yes.
Both. It's both ways. And you know the people that they're very brand loyal.
Right.
But yeah, it's unfortunate. I hate it. I wanted to see it come down to, hey, whoever wins it all. But it is what it is. And I reread the press release today, and they made the point of saying, I can't remember the verbiage exactly, but it was essentially, how we've handled this in the past is how we handled it this time.
Right.
So it was kind of like, and they said, after much deliberation.
Right, and there was a lot of deliberation. Like, I've heard deliberation of, well, we could do this, but that would fix this situation, but then it sets a precedent and screws us in the long run. And
then you got to be able, if I'm a rider, if I'm a team manager even, I'm going to say, well, how's come he did it differently this time compared to last time?
And that has been a problem in the past with other issues,
I'm glad I wasn't in on the decision making, and I can tell you, I know for a fact the conversation had started as soon as the race ended.
Right. I believe you called me literally on your way home and said, hey, everything is provisional. There will be penalties assessed. Hold up. This is going to get good. And
I knew it was serious because I walked up on, some decision makers, and they got quiet. And I knew it wasn't anything.
Why didn't they tell us anything
Well,
anymore?
because they know that...
Man, we really screwed ourselves.
So I don't know. It is what it is. I've never been told or asked to show favor to or love to one rider or team ever. That's Ken Hill, the photographer. That's true. Like, it is hard to hide who you're friends with,
right?
For sure. But there is that level of professionalism, whether you're the photographer, you're me or Rodney talking about the race on race day. try not to let that stuff sink in. But
Right.
at the end of the day, if Ben Kelly wins, I'm stoked for him. I'm happy
Yeah,
for him. At the end of the
exactly.
day, if Stu wins, I'm stoked for him. I'm happy for him.
Right. And you have to be that way. You can be a Stu Baylor fan, but in terms of your position in the sport, you have to be unbiased.
It's I think of like Craig DeLong, for example, who was champ last year at XC2. I was ecstatic for him to see him, come from the coastal to the factory racing, and then, dude, this is awesome. And then Johnny Gerard this year, and it's almost like, oh well, Mike, you're a fair weather fan. Well, maybe that's true, but when you get to know, I think, the people personally, on that personal level, and you see what they're doing to succeed, you appreciate it more for what they're doing.
And that's the thing, you got to be a fan of all of them. I feel like, I mean, and that's.
Who doesn't want to see Jordan Ashburn win a damn race?
Exactly.
I want to see Jordan Ashburn win a damn race. But yet I'm the same guy at the beginning of the season that didn't even mention Jordan Ashburn as being a contender.
Right.
So, I don't know.
It's difficult. You can't.
Stressful. It stresses me out.
You don't get stressed out.
Not really. No.
Also, we got a bajillion of these guys if anyone needs any
Spike's pink stickers.
Pink Ironman stickers.
That's pretty solid. Man, what else?
I don't know. Points, I guess.
All right, so what's your take on it? What happens Sunday?
I would say that neither of those two are going to win the race.
By the way, Shaft, Johnny Gerard will be running XC2. Come on, Shaft, read the Tuesday toolbox today. Damn it!
I thought he was racing XC1 too.
Well, I asked him that. We did an interview yesterday, technically, but it was released today, and I asked him if he was jumping up to XC1. He said he wants to defend the title, so he's going to finish out XC2.
Okay.
Run XC2 next year, 2023.
Yeah, because you are able to do that. Yep.
Interesting.
But what's in their age? Do they get rid of the age limit on that one?
That I don't know. See, that was kind of what led me. That was what led me to ask him that. And when he said he was running XC2 again, I've got no idea.
Yeah, I'm totally stoked for Ironman.
Super stoked. Stu Ashburn Kelly, calling it now. Stu Ashburn Kelly.
That wouldn't win him the championship.
That would win Stu their championship. So Stu needs 30 points. Well, let me rephrase that. First place is 30. Ben comes in third. That gives him 21 points, which would make up that 8-point deficit.
Oh, you already have this math done. I didn't even see it. Okay, there you go. That'd be 9 points.
I will tell you this. Ben Kelly has not finished off the podium since round number 5. And that was a third. Round 5.
He got a fourth somewhere.
He got a fourth, and I think it was round 3 or 4.
Yeah, I pulled up the points briefly for like a second and a half, really.
It was early in the year.
I figured that would probably be good information to know.
So, yeah, and obviously Stu's not finished off the podium since, round 2?
Right.
So, you got to think those guys are going to finish. I think one of them's going to win.
I don't.
Whether or not somebody gets in the middle of it.
Ironman, some crazy crap's going to happen.
Crazy crap will happen.
It always does. It'll be like Josh Strang will win or something ridiculous.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I would too.
What if somebody plays spoiler? From an announcer's perspective, please either Ben Kelly win or Stu, and then somebody finish, so I can do the math much easier. Because if somebody ends up in first, then I gotta how do the points work, and I gotta calculate and figure it out.
There's not somebody in your ear telling you this stuff?
Yeah, Adam does a pretty good job at this time of year. With this, I guarantee you we'll have our fingers on the pulse for this one. But yeah, that could be interesting. I mean, and who the hell knows? I mean, somebody could crash out and they take home a 9th.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's totally a thing.
And then here's the other side of it. If Ben Kelly goes out and wins the
I remember a few years ago, Ben was ready to win the XC2 title.
Oh, yeah.
Had a mysterious front wheel failure that didn't actually exist, oddly enough.
Yeah.
But he was just wigged out a little bit, so...
That's the other thing, too, is, hey, we've argued as a group of race fans for 2 weeks now on the internet. If Ben Kelly goes out and wins, or if he just finishes in front of Stu and he wins a championship, our whole argument's null and void, because even if it was a 4-point spread, if he finishes in front of Stu, it's a moot point.
All the penalties and all the drama was literally meant nothing.
And then we just argued with strangers for nothing. I don't know. It's silly.
My mom was even in on this argument.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
My wife did. She's like, what the hell is up with the...
What? She was sending me stuff and this person's mad about this, and I'm like...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why are you even...
It is weird. It is weird. Got zero to feel bad about. Stu's got zero to feel bad about if he does take the championship, nor does Kelly. But my gut tells me something wild's going to take place.
Exactly.
I think you're right.
That's how it always works. It's the Ironman.
It is. And, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
It could be that they make it go 3.5 hours. It could be 2.5 hours. It could be...
Here's a Stu Baylor fun fact for you. Prior to the last race on Tuesday, he had surgery on his knee.
Really?
Yeah. And he was on antibiotics, and he spent the entire race vomiting in his helmet.
And still got second. I remember, yeah, Stu's looking a little sick out there. I remember somebody saying that.
He really was, I mean, they're all lethargic after a race, but he did seem to be spent, and I couldn't tell if it was, I'm pissed off at myself for not winning, or at least not finishing in front of Ben, or I feel like shit. I think it was a combination of both.
Wow.
And I can tell you guys, off air, these guys, whether it's for face or not, I believe they're friends, at least.
Oh, yeah, I don't think
polite
they hate each other
acquaintances.
by any means.
If anything, their animosity toward each other, I think, is fueled by what happens on the internet, which sucks. But that's the society we live in.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, Stu is there to, hey, congratulations, good race out there. And it's the same way when Stu beats Ben. Ben is the same rider that says, hey, Stu, good race out there today.
Yep, yeah, exactly. And in their own terms, neither of them could be more professional about the situation. As crazy as that sounds, but it's their own way of doing things.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it cool, but that's why people pick sides, too.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It was interesting. Ben Kelly on Saturday morning was watching the micro bikes race.
Yep.
And he watched the entire micro podium. And I've never seen him hang around for that.
Yeah.
Maybe he had something he wanted to see, a certain rider or something. But it looked to me like Ben was watching these kids race on like a personal level of, I got to figure out why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I want to go see kids having fun on a racetrack that don't give a shit whether they finish 10th or 1st. They're just cool because they threw their leg over a dirt bike and went out and had some fun today. I want to be like that 5-year-old on his P-dub.
Oh, yeah.
At least that was my take on it. I could be completely off on that, but it just seemed like he was trying to find fun.
Right,
again.
and I could see that. I mean, that's a stressful life to live at that level. You can take it either direction, but...
Here's a question. What is the worst kept secret? Eli Tomac to Yamaha or AP to KTM? Careful, you work for a KTM dealer.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
It makes zero... what do you mean the worst kept secret?
Everybody knows.
Right.
We all know.
But which KTM team is AP going to?
That I don't know.
Exactly.
That I don't know.
Because there's a team that hasn't been announced yet.
That's also true.
Exactly.
Well, you got a good point there.
Exactly.
I'm out of my element, Donnie.
Yeah, you know, I caught you out there. Sorry, daggum KTM knowledge.
Thought I was breaking news.
Breaking
there.
news. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, the motocross side of things, I don't even know.
Danger Boy Deegan.
Yes, on the Yamahas.
Dude,
There's lots of Yamahas being billed out to people.
The day that he posted on Instagram, Deegan.
That was a terribly kept secret, too.
It was horribly kept secret. But, like I was looking at Instagram stories, and I kid you not, every single story was Danger Boy Deegan, Danger Boy Deegan, Danger Boy Deegan. And I was like, I wish there was some way of knowing what he's going to be riding. He'll do well. Yamaha's trying to stack the deck. They're
really
like,
are.
We're sick of this. We need a championship. Give us everybody under the sun.
Everybody. I mean, that's what I saw the thing the other day. It was like a bunch of Yamahas just thrown in a semi. It was like a Star Racing showing up to round one of Supercross.
Yes. And it's literally just a truck full of new Yamahas.
In the words of Mikey, a whole mess of them.
Whole mess of Yamahas. Whole mess of blue bikes. I don't know. I guess I just hope that the fans are wild and crazy as they are at Ironman, but are at least respectful when... I'm sure at Ironman Hill, though, how much you want to bet me?
That's what I'm worried about, though. I can totally see the race coming down to that.
Well, hey, let's back up to Ironman 2020. Stu Baylor screwed the pooch at the bottom of Ironman Hill.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He wants a piece of it.
Right.
I will remind you guys, Stu Baylor, when we asked him on the show about this earlier this season, he said that the fans were louder at Howard's Hole.
Whoa.
There's your challenge, Indiana. Y'all got to get
There's
loud.
that. Also, is the AM or the AM running the hill?
I don't know, but
brunch.
I would venture to guess brunch might. Because,
Really?
well, that's your WXC. It's your Sportsman A. Those guys can handle it. And then, like,
Yeah, but can the fans handle it twice in a day anymore?
It depends. Would Rob Kirshner, I'm sure he's watching. Would you run Ironman Hill?
Rob climbed Ironman Hill before Ken Hill did.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, those guys
won't care. He was the first one
care.
ever, probably.
Casey Shuey, Let's Go Brandon chants are coming.
That would be a good trivia question that only Jared Bolton might find out.
What's that?
Who was the first person to climb that hill in a race?
Who was the first person to do it on an adventure bike?
No, I
not
don't care
in a
about
race.
that. No, I'm serious though. I'd be
That is a
interested
good
to know
question.
that. Wait, did they use that hill the very first year?
That I don't know. What was the first year for Ironman?
95?
Was it 95? That'd
I
be.
believe that's right. We've talked about all this.
I know we have, and I got put on the spot on the radio, and I wanted to say like 96.
I think it's
and
95.
I was hesitating.
Pretty
and I
sure
was
it's
like,
95.
Let me look that up.
But it would have been a quad because quads would have raced.
True.
Well, yeah, I think it would have been quad.
That's true.
I don't know. I want to know who it was. Who was leading the very first lap?
That's a good question.
For our first person to climb Ironman Hill.
I'm going Barry Hawk. I'm just throwing it out there.
That would make perfect sense.
I'm just saying Barry Hawk was the first one.
That would make perfect sense, actually.
That'd make total sense to me.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet me Ironman Hill ends up on Barstool Indy for Let's Go Brandon chance on Ironman Hill?
Right, yes. Let's go, Brandon. I heard you kind of made that,
I may have snuck one in there.
but you made it.
I did it very
But it ended up
respectfully.
working out.
It worked.
That's what's even
okay,
creepier
so,
about it.
All right, so listen to that. We're all well aware of the Let's Go Brandon thing, right? If you're not, 94. We're getting 94.
I saw a 95, though, once my comments.
Lori Shaver says 95.
Well, I would think she would know.
We got Barry Hawks out there. Okay. And Ken Hill was the first, or Ken Shaver was the first to climb it.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
That's fantastic. It's the method diction of off-road racing. You don't want to do it, but it just calls
Was
to
Ken
you.
Hill leading the very first lap of the very first race, though? That is the question.
He's got to get those shots, man.
Ken Shaver.
Okay, you said Hill.
Yeah.
All right, Shaver. Okay, fair enough. 100% in 1995.
Who was leading the first lap, though?
Who was leading the very first lap? I'm going with Barry Hawk, 1995.
That sounds about like his era, right?
I'm going with Barry Hawk.
Yeah, I think that's
Let
right.
me tell my Let's Go Brandon story.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
So we're all well aware of the Let's Go Brandon has sweeping the nation thanks to NASCAR.
These damn comments.
We opened the show Saturday for quads. We filmed these show openers on Friday, right? Ooh, secret for you. I thought, how can I sneak in a Let's Go Brandon, but it be professional without just being outright saying it, right? So I'm looking at the rundown. All right, XC1 for quads. There's no Brandons. XC2 for quads, which is stacked.
Right.
It is stacked. There's probably 7 guys in XC2 on quads that could go out and get a W. So I highlight Brandon Owens,
Right.
who I don't believe had won all season.
Right. Or ever.
And I said, that's my guy. I'm going to say, my money's on Brandon Owens this weekend. I believe he's going to get his first win in the XC2. Let's go, Brandon. So I literally sold it just like that.
Right.
And I kept waiting for my phone to blow up.
Yeah.
Of people being like, do you realize I had maybe 3 people on Snapchat send me like video clips like, did you do this on purpose? You're damn right I did it on purpose. Brandon Owens, mind you, ended up winning the damn race.
Oh, I know. That's just unbelievable.
That was my favorite part. He actually won the race. So now he went home. He sent me the video clip, and he goes, I didn't realize you did this. This is awesome that it worked out this way. So he find Brandon Owens if you're interested. If you lean left, you forget about it. That's okay. I understand. He got Let's Go Brandon stickers made with his rider number, and he's like, I got one for you, and I got a T-shirt
That's
for
awesome.
you too.
That is awesome.
So there
that
you
works
go.
out perfect.
Yeah, pretty solid stuff. So Ironman Hill, they'll have the Let's Go Brandon. They'll probably do the HBO version, I imagine.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be saying Let's Go
That's
Brandon.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Not that we're encouraging that.
Oh, man. I can just. Oh. I know how that's going to go, and it's not going to go well because the enforcer is not going to like that at all.
Maybe not.
No, definitely not.
No.
There's
But
no
what
in that.
What are you going to do? I mean,
Oh, I agree.
a crowd of that size of people at that location that've been drinking all day. There's no reasoning with drunk people.
No.
So I don't know. I think you just gotta let it roll.
Ugh.
And I'll do my best. I'll be on race dad. We'll be professional. I won't acknowledge it, but no.
I'm
down
literally
back
just
here,
picturing how badly that is going to go.
it's possible.
But it'll be
entirely
hilarious.
possible. But hey, we the people, man. The people got to speak.
I mean, we created our own drama every year with
That's
this,
right.
so we got to keep it
That's
going.
right. There will be trick or treating.
Yes, it was a
on
costume
Saturday.
contest. Hopefully, the famous contest or the famous dress-up contest will come back.
I'm not making any comments on that.
Nope.
Jeff Russell bailed me out last time. I'm not going to press my luck with that one.
I was telling the story I heard about all of the protesting drama, and up behind me comes. I was sitting in Lori Shaver's office
Yeah.
explaining what I had heard, and I see, I hear, and I'm like, and it was Jeff. I'm like, oh, I'm caught.
No,
I'm caught.
He's probably like getting the scoop, are you? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so costume contest.
What are you dressing up as?
I don't know. I shaved my white trash beard today.
I noticed that.
I was going to do a mustache, but my wife hates it. So I don't know. I don't really have anything.
You could do Drew Carey.
I would just end up looking like Wes Kane
Oh,
with the
that's
big
true.
glasses.
Speaking of that, I got some Wes Kane glasses over there. Let me grab.
Go
them.
grab those Wes Kane glasses.
This is gonna be
Fook.
awesome.
There, I said it for you. Thank you, Sean Collins.
I gotta find
Oh, that's pretty good. He said Drew Quellen, Trump people, a.k.a. Crawfordsville. You know what's funny about that is last year at this time, as you rolled into Crawfordsville on 32, I just forgot the name of the road. Oh, these aren't quite.
Well, they're kind of wet.
They're
more
close.
Drew Carey.
Oh boy, I want these off. I look too much like my dad. Are those yours?
No, I don't
Oh.
know whose they are. They got left here.
I think they're just readers. I don't think
No, they're not. They're no prescription, but
Yeah, they're just like readers.
I look like my brother. Look,
You do kind of look like Drew. That's terrifying.
I know.
No, when you drove into Crawfordsville last year from 32, so you'd be going westbound on 32, there was a giant billboard that was like "Vote Biden 2020," and I was so shocked by that. And I thought, of all weekends for that
Yeah,
billboard
it
to be
couldn't
up,
even have gotten.
like you're just
yeah.
begging for that to be vandalized.
Did your parents put out their sign?
I'll have to tell Dad. I'm sure he will.
Oh,
He'll be
yeah.
proud. He honked today when he went by.
Oh,
I know.
nice.
I looked and there was a white Ford Ranger with bottleneck stickers all over. I don't think he's ever watched the show. He doesn't even have a Facebook, but
Perfect.
he's supportive. So what are you gonna do?
I don't
I look
know.
like the old guy from the movie Up. Wait, me or DQ? Probably me. I've got the hair for it.
I have no idea.
That's pretty good.
I'm lost. Oh well.
But I think I don't really have much.
Yeah, I would say if
else.
we talk too much, we won't be having anything to talk about on Thursday.
Oh, we'll have plenty. Johnny Gerard might be able to join us on
cool.
Thursday. He said he's coming in. He's going out to Stephen Squires, I think, Thursday morning for a little bit, probably
Yep.
do a little riding, and then he's going to make his way out to the track. I'm trying to get him. I have to do the radio show Thursday night. That'll be long before.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're within earshot of Crawfordsville, the rest of the week at 5 o'clock on 106.3 and I think 103.9, at 5 o'clock I'll be doing some like previews for Ironman. So that's
Who are you
pretty
interviewing this year?
fun. I'm hoping. I would love to get Ben and Stu in there at the
That would-
same time.
Can we get them both for the bottleneck?
For Thursday night, I think it'd be great. I'm definitely going to ask them.
Oh, I totally would.
I
think
don't know
would be
that
awesome.
they'll both be there though. Is the problem? I don't know if Ben will
Yeah,
be
I
there
don't
till
know.
Friday.
Yeah, if he was smart, he wouldn't be.
I don't know. I think he's young though, so it's easy for me at 36 to be like, just embrace it. Tell those people to
Oh, I know.
kick rocks.
Oh, for sure.
But when you're
I'm
younger-
really just trying to fuel the fire. I'm
Yeah,
really
when
not.
you're younger and you're like, I can't upset my sponsors, and I get that too.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
respect that. But yeah, Ben, if you catch ear of this, we want you and Stu on the show Thursday night
Yeah,
with Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
that's what we should
To
do. We
hash
should
this
give
out.
each other's. Somebody already said they had us and they'd bring them.
Perfect. There you go. Thursday
well,
night,
yeah.
Stu Baylor and Ben Kelly, Rock'em Sock'em
That
Robots.
would be awesome. That's how we'll settle all of this. They get to do it twice, and the third one will be the race though. But then actually, then it's 2 out of 3.
I'm into that.
Yeah, and then we can award the points, and it'll be great.
You know what I think the problem with society is?
Oh, great!
Sound like Rush Limbaugh.
You've had
Let
one
me
too
tell you.
many. Pats.
No, that's not Rush Limbaugh. What's the crazy guy that's like human pig people, and he's been on Rogan. You're like crazy conspiracy theorist.
I know what you're talking about.
Let me tell you something about it. Talks like this, you know. Why can't I think of his name?
Something not Spike
It's
Jones.
not Spike Jones. Great director.
Something like that, though, isn't it?
Oh wow! Why is his name? Somebody out there knows who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think.
But
of
a lot of what's terrifying is all this crazy shit he talked about like 10 years ago is like coming true, and you're like, okay, maybe this guy isn't as crazy as I thought.
What kind of beverages do you want?
Oh,
hey, tell her we want the organic crap that one of the bands wanted that she was all mad about yesterday. I was talking to her.
Oh, one of the bands, InfoWars. It is InfoWars. I can't remember the name of the guy now.
Not Tom Arnold.
Not Tom Arnold. InfoWars. You guys are
what's
correct.
What's
the
name,
the host? The host
Alex
of the
Jones.
Alex
See,
Jones.
I knew it was a Jones.
Alex Jones.
Spike.
Let me tell you something about the. Always, he's the guy's over the top. Quentin Tarantino, great guy. Yeah, whatever. One of the bands requested funny beer.
It was no, they just went like all organic nonsense.
Well, I tell you
and
what.
Lori was telling me how she went to the store and she's like trying to get it. She had no idea what anyone is,
God.
And it was a nightmare.
Oh God.
We don't want that actually.
No, we don't. No,
I'm gonna want cold medicine.
Yeah.
And whatever you buy.
Whatever works. We're
Are we getting
in
fish
for
again this year?
Man, I hope. I don't know. I'll text Griff.
Whole mess of fish.
Whole mess of fish. Was that Iron Man last year?
No, that was
that
not
Hoosier?
Iron Man.
That was a Hoosier this year.
Yeah. Organic water. That's what it was.
Organic water. Isn't that just water?
Well, you would.
How can water be organic? We just go out to the creek.
We're drinking Iron Man Creek water.
I'm in. It tastes like VP racing fuel. And Magna. No, it doesn't taste like Magna 1. That doesn't leak. No way.
Doesn't? What if you forget to put your drain plug in?
Now, who would do something like that, David Quellen?
No idea.
Oh, boy. You guys have Magna 1 in the store?
It's right back over there. See the thing?
I don't.
Display right ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right there in the service.
God bless.
Yep.
I see it now. That's pretty good.
Yep. Pour freedom. Pour Magna 1.
Finish the bottle in Lori's office. That bottle of whiskey.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that yesterday.
I've got one of those.
The whole one or that one?
She gave me a whole one.
So she had 2.
Oh, yeah, she had 2. She gave me one of the 2. I was stoked. You know what?
What is that one called? Something with a dog or something?
Hard Truth, I believe.
No. Hard Truth is the Sipes one.
Yeah, this is the same company.
Oh, you got the Sipes one? But that one has a picture of a dog on it.
I don't know if the one I've got has a picture of a dog, but it was something they hadn't really released yet that he gave Lori. And she gave me one of the bottles.
There's her cheesecake on a stick. I don't know. I talked to the kettle corn guy yesterday. He was excited. He had a good year at the Covered Bridge Festival.
Who?
The kettle corn guy.
Oh, kettle corn guy. I also saw some bitch. There was a food vendor there that, that's going to kill me. I can't remember the name. But he had a thing called like a sundae. And it was like baked beans and barbecue and slaw and mac and cheese all in a bowl. It was heavenly. I have no idea why I'm overweight. No idea. Iron City beer, let's go. That's got to come from me out PA way.
Iron City. Is that the one that the guy drinks from New York?
No, it's a different one. Iron City.
Iron Man Creek Water sounds like a great name for a beer.
Iron Man Creek Water. Oof. It's just Busch Light.
Yeah, literally.
As we drink
honestly,
our PBR.
Probably would. I bet you tested the water at the base of Iron Man Hill. It would come up exceptionally alcoholic.
If you tested the water at Iron Man Hill
and Howard's Hole.
And Howard's Hole, both of them.
We should do that next year.
You know what? I'm going to get a sample. We're going to test the alcohol content, the THC content of the urine that's in it. There's going to be urine. There's no way that the water at Iron Man Hill at the bottom or the Howard's Hole could pass a drug test.
Not a chance.
That water's not passing a drug test. There's no way.
That would be hilarious.
There's no way. It popped for THC, Molly, Percocet, everything. All the cool ones. Podium Barbecue. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Podium Barbecue. They were out there at the Covered Bridge Festival. I went Saturday. Gotta be honest, the Covered Bridge Festival.
Is that where the baked beans came from?
Yeah. It's delicious.
I thought he had an ice cream truck, too.
Well, maybe.
I think he does.
Perhaps.
Did he have ice cream on the baked beans?
No, he didn't have ice cream.
Have you ever
had
baked bean flavored ice cream?
That sounds horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Would you eat that?
I'd try it.
Good God, that's gross. That's gross.
It's gross, but I'd try it.
Man, I don't like. I think it'd be wasabi flavored ice cream.
I've had that. That's actually not that bad.
Some teeth in there too, for sure.
Oh gosh.
Some teeth.
Yeah, I had some of them pulled last week.
Bras, underwear. How did that go?
Oh, I can still function.
Yeah, like they got them pulled in the back.
Yeah, and then some other ones here that I kind of get screwed up. So.
Did you have braces as a kid?
Yes.
Okay, and they got all cattywampus again.
Well, I got cavities, and then I got them fixed, but then they got unfixed, and then they went to hell, and then I said, well, I'm from Morgan County, so get them fuckers out of there.
That's true. I'm I never had braces. My teeth are fairly straight, but
yeah, you got
they're all
fillings.
fillings.
Yeah.
All fillings.
Yeah, mine got to the dyed part, and I'm like, just pull them out of.
Yeah, get them out of my head.
Yep.
Get them out of my. You ever had a root canal?
No.
That's a bitch.
Never
That is
had one.
horrible experience.
Don't really feel like that's a fun time.
I had a root canal. I don't remember what year it was, but they have to numb you, right?
Right.
So,
Well, that's what they did for this. Like, I didn't get put under anything. They just numbed me and was grabbing with these giant pliers.
Oh yeah. When this guy numbed me, this orthodontist in Indy, they stuck it in like the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
Right. It felt like the needle went up into the roof of my mouth, through my nose, and into my eyeball.
Wow.
To the point, like immediately, I like grimaced and my eyes were watering. And the doctor said, "Are you okay?" And I described the pain, and he said, "I kid you not." He's like, "I've been doing this 20, 30 years, or whatever." He goes, "You're like the third person I've ever had that there's a nerve that runs like through the roof of your mouth." And he's like, "That pain you described, I hit that nerve. You're like the third person in 30 years." I'm like,
wow.
I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket.
There you go.
I did not win the lottery.
Damn it.
So that's all I got.
Yeah, I think that's all I got too.
I think the moral of the story is, damn it, be nice to each other. Let Ben Kelly and Stu Baylor go out there and give her hell, and let them decide who wins.
Right.
That's all.
I think it'll be good. Yeah, like I said, let's try to get them both on for Thursday. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I think if they're both there, I don't see why they wouldn't.
I think they would.
And it might clear the air a little bit.
Maybe. Or just
make
stir
it
the
worse.
pot even worse.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
But that was what I was going to say earlier, real fast, was I think this is a huge part of the problem with us as a society and social media is on the internet, on Facebook specifically, we leave our comment or our post, and that's it. That's the end of our thought.
Right.
But when you actually like sit down with someone and you converse and you go back and forth and have this kind of conversation, you realize, oh, there are definitely two sides to this story. The reality of what happened is probably somewhere in the middle.
Exactly.
Maybe there was some shady shit.
I always said
sure,
there's three sides to every story.
Yours, mine, and the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we solved anything tonight. Probably not. Probably
I don't
made it
know
worse.
either. There's always more to it. There's
But
team managers.
That's possible.
Managers that manage managers.
Managing.
Yes.
Check out the article I wrote with Johnny Gerard today.
I
It was
will
really
do that.
good.
I haven't looked at it.
It was really good. He's a great guy. Let's go, Brandon.
Every single time.
We'll should we wrap it up?
I don't know. It is 8:59. We could.
Yeah, we did good. I think that's good. We talked much more, and we'll be
right. We won't have anything to talk about Thursday.
We don't nothing to talk about Thursday.
We'll see you Thursday. Believe it or not, we're going to actually do this. We have to.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Lucas Grounds Arrive and Ride. Details on that. How long do they have to and where?
Right up until we draw that.
Which is Thursday night.
Thursday night on the show.
On the show.
And if I have to add people, I will, or I'll get.
I would.
to go down
I would say
to do that.
probably 8 o'clock would be like the cutoff. Right?
I would say 8 o'clock.
Like,
yeah, that way we can get everyone entered.
Or 7:45, probably more realistic.
Honestly, let's do 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
That way
Thursday.
I can have it all set up when I leave here.
That's perfect, and I'll make sure we put a post up that says, "Hey, you gotta have
Let's
it by
do
6
that.
o'clock."
That way, when I leave here, we can go there. We can spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Because it took.
We
Quite
got to
a while
bring
input
these
them.
like Drew Carey.
You are Drew Carey.
There we go. I want the
Can
long
we get
microphone,
Wifey to put the blue.
like Mimi.
Oh my god,
That'd be fantastic.
I'm about to fall. Off
Oh
my stool.
Jesus. So all right, 6 o'clock by Thursday. You got to have yourself signed up for the Lucas Arrive and Ride. Also, what does that entail? I mean, I know they get the badass bike.
Right. They don't get to keep it. They get it. For the
I
day.
understand that. Did they help them with pit? All
We
that.
help them. We do all that. Yeah.
You do everything.
Yeah.
So
They show up and ride. Factory.
If they like break a clutch,
I fix it.
you fix it.
I fix it.
DQ, he's on your side.
Yes.
That cover drain plugs.
Better check it yourself.
Better check that yourself. I understand. Hey, they still won ISD.
We'll get Hollywood
gold.
to check that out.
Still got ISD. Oh, by the way, since there's not very many of you on here now, you know that car that we posted that was first in line, that RV? That was Hollywood.
Yeah,
He was doing a joke.
However, it was a good joke, but now there is more than 10 people.
Monday of this week was a different story. Speaking of which, the person first in line right now is the RV of Matthew Blankenship's mom, which is Linda.
Okay.
I meant to bring this up earlier, and I apologize that I'm doing it at the end of the show and not earlier.
Did not know that.
They are going to do something special for Matthew.
Oh, cool.
Prior to the pro race at 1 o'clock, there will be a balloon release. Johnny Gallagher's kind of, I think him and Corbin Minnan, I believe, are the ones kind of organizing everything. There'll be 500 balloons. I'm going to assume they'll be green because, XC2 guy. I don't know that, though, so don't quote me on that one. But there'll be a balloon release. You guys, if you go to basically where Ronnie Rush will be pitting, you'll be able to pick up your balloon. You can write a message on that balloon. They'll have that release. And I know for sure they're going to say a little something before that pro race in honor of Matthew Blankenship. And I think, I'm not 100% positive on this, but I think they are going to allow his bike to line up in row number 1 for XC1 and then, pull off once the race gets going.
That'll be really, really cool.
More details on that as the week goes. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you to Fly Racing for everything they do for us. Check them out. They got the new riding gear. You can pick it up here at Spikes. You guys are loaded.
We are loaded
with new riding gear.
There's a new helmet over there that I've got my eye on. I haven't wanted a fresh helmet in years, and this one's like, all the colors are awesome.
Solid. Spikes, obviously, for hosting us tonight. Thank you to Tom's Marine, which will be out there on Thursday night. Phoenix Handlebars, thank you to those guys. Visit phoenixhandlebars.com. 92 Crew, check them out, 92crew.com. They will also be located, I can guarantee you, when you pull into Ironman, you go up about maybe 2 or 3 rows, look to your left-hand side, you're going to see 92 set up right there. Magna One Motorsports, check them out, magna1.com. Do you want to do the read?
No. I was just thinking we need to make stickers that should just say 9-2 or Let's Go Brandon.
9-2 or Let's Go Brandon. They're going to pick that up. They're going to run with that. I can guarantee it. Magna One, go ahead. Push it real good. Premium oil, no spilling, lubrication needs for all your marine and power sports equipment. Magna One. Pour freedom. Pour Magna One. God, that makes me happy.
Such a good saying.
It's so good. Great group of folks.
For sure.
All right. Last thing. Who wins Sunday?
What? We need to do that on Thursday.
All right, we're doing that on Thursday. We just do too much time.
We got to let that season.
Season on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. That's all I've got.
That's all I got.
All right. Good night.
Done.
See you Thursday.